Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. At least, hopefully I'm welcoming you back. Anyhow, on this video I have another celebrity interview for you guys. However, I'm feeling a little apprehensive about this particular guest. You might say that I hold a personal grievance towards her, and that guest is the one and only Britney Spears. And with that said, I think we're just going to go ahead and show you the interview footage. So what do you say we hop in? Hello Britney, I want to start by thanking you for doing this interview. I'm not going to lie, feeling a little weary about this, and I'm sure you already know why. But let's start off with something soft and simple. You know this channel is Funko themed, so how do you feel about all the Funko Pops of yourself that have come out? Because there are a lot of them.
Okay. Now those are a little much.
Now I can't take that answer seriously because your fans love your Funko Pops, and after all, you do want to keep your fans happy, right?
You know, I'm not here to please. Ugh.
Okay, but isn't part of having a fan base trying to keep them happy?
I can't do that. I don't do that.
I'm a little confused by your response. Are you saying that you hate your fans?
I mean, I can't help that.
Okay, let me give you some free advice here. You should probably be a little more careful when you're speaking about those who support you.
You know, just like right now. You're asking me about it and I'm talking about it and just kind of comes out.
I really don't think that's very becoming of someone with your star status, is it, Britney?
I think that,
Seriously, that's the best you can come up with? I mean, in the future, you might want to try and be a little more polite when talking about people who are spending their own money on your music.
But am I responsible for them?
In a manner of speaking, yes, you are absolutely responsible for the example you set, and right now, you're being cringe, as they say.
So, sorry, you know.
Okay, well, anyhow, enough of this beating around the bush. Let's get to the real interview, because I think it is finally time that we discuss the history that you and I have together. Something we have never publicly spoken about, and yet you have written several songs about it. I think it's finally time we discuss the romance that occurred between you and I.
There is it's not something you openly talk about with a lot of people. It's something sacred, and it's something I wanted to write about, so.
Okay, let's talk about it. So, to fill the audience in very quickly, I was in a band called Slither. We were playing a show at a club where you and your mother happened to be. Your mom ends up climbing on stage during the performance and moons the crowd. Then you come up to me afterwards just to apologize for your mother's behavior, and you told me before she even did that you had tried to stop her and told her not to do that.
I'm like, Mama, you can't do that, you know?
Yeah, you did, and we had a good laugh over it and became friends very quickly.
Yeah, that was the coolest thing ever.
Let me be truthful. I felt personally there was a sexual tension between us immediately.
Oh goodness. I think...
Yes? Well?
A little bit, yeah, to be honest.
And it wasn't long before that tension grew into romantic feelings, which of course we didn't address right away, did we?
I was kind of in denial, like I went in this whole denial.
Yes, and finally you did admit that you were interested in us going out, even though I hear you told your friends that I would never go for it.
Never say never, huh? Well, I didn't think of it at the time.
I really never thought I would have been your top. I mean, I basically look like a low-budget version of Sloth from the Goonies.
That's talking about you with yourself, which is a little much. But it's a reality that we have. And yeah, okay.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that you do find me to be grotesque?
No, I don't think so, no.
Anyhow, back to the story. We started going out, and immediately you became very controlling. Do you remember to me what you said the first time I tried to hang out with my best friend Benji?
So, you just have to learn who you hang out with, and
Yeah, you mean you thought you were in charge.
but as far as, I'm such a control freak.
Oh, we tend to call that possessive, don't we, ma'am?
But, I'm not like that.
Sometimes nothing. For the 2 months that we were together, not only were you controlling, but you were jealous and possessive, and my best friend Benji even said that you were abusive. He addressed this with you on a couple of occasions.
I think everyone has a side to their story, and to make them feel a certain way, and make them feel, and I'm not technically saying he's wrong, but I'm not technically saying he's right either. So, this feels really awkward.
And let's not overlook the fact that for those 2 months, the entire time, you were just always obsessed with what you were wearing and how you looked.
You feel pretty, you feel girly. I love that feeling.
Uh-huh. And what's your current romantic status because of this?
I'm single right now, completely single, so.
And I also don't think it helped that you were partying all the time. Drugs were definitely a problem for you, and you were always strung out on Smurf berries.
I've experimented in partying, but never that. I could never do something like that.
You and I both know that's a lie, and it's time you finally admit it.
Okay, of course.
You used to seem like a very wholesome and trustworthy girl.
Everyone now, they look back and they're like, what happened to your sweet image that you used to be? And I'm like...
And you don't think that's because we miss that Britney, that pure, innocent, virgin-like role model that teens looked up to?
No, I'm not like that at all. No.
Yeah, I quickly learned. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever truly been yourself around anybody?
Wait, I'm trying to think.
And I think that says volumes, Britney. It's no wonder that Jessica Sampson and Cher both had a lot of negative things to say about you. Jessica said originally you were like her role model till she caught you dry humping your own Funko Pop.
Well, that's really sad that she said that. Ew.
Jessica also said that it wasn't just a one-time thing. You did this quite often on multiple occasions. It was basically like you were addicted.
Isn't it addiction? No, I think it's an addiction. I think it does put me, it makes me happy.
Yeah, that seems like addict behavior to me.
So, but no, it's not an addiction. Everything's so, no.
So what is it? Do you have a problem having an orgasm if you're not thinking about yourself?
And I couldn't really go there, but it's all good. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, so we get it. You love the way your body looks.
I don't feel completely the best shape right now, but I'm not really self-conscious about it. I know that I can better myself.
Well, we've gotten off track a bit here. Anyhow, back to you and I. As I said, our romance was short-lived. I have to ask, did you really think we would end up being together forever?
I didn't think that would be something that I wouldn't go towards, but like I said, never say never. Karma's gonna bite me in the ass.
And I really need to ask you something because I have forever wondered about this. During the 2 months that we were together, did you cheat?
No, I never.
I had to ask. You're not exactly known for being faithful. Look at the way things ended with you and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, well, when I was younger, of course.
It just doesn't really seem like being in a relationship is a very sacred thing to you.
It is sacred to me, but in a way, exploiting it.
Britney, I think what needs to happen right now is for us to get some closure.
Right now, this is what needs to happen.
Britney, I want you to know that when we were together, Not only was I crazy about you, but I was absolutely in love with you. And I just felt like had we stayed together, that we were just going to end up in a very toxic situation.
I want to think that's untrue. I choose to believe that's untrue. Yeah.
And that's your choice, Brittany. And while I don't want it to be true, we just weren't right for each other.
I was upset. I was upset for a while. I think we're both really young.
Brittany, it absolutely broke my heart when I had to say goodbye to you. And I know we haven't spoken since then, but I need to know what it was like for you being without me.
It was pretty rough, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Ah, weird. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Ew, strong Britney. Yeah, it was a weird time. Ew, I'm embarrassed. Can we stop this?
I don't know what else to say. So I think we're just going to end it there. Well, there you go. The Britney Spears interview. The one I put off because I knew it was just going to be too painful. I don't know if it helped, but I guess that's it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that really weird interview and my extreme oddness. I don't know. If you did, perhaps you could hit the subscribe button. Also, comments are welcome. And if nothing else, be sure and smash the like button. And on that note, I hope you actually did enjoy this stupidity. And perhaps I will do some more in the future. Do not know. But in the meantime, everyone take care. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you guys on the next one.